You can trance if you want to, but you can leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't trance, and if they don't trance, they're no friends of mine. You can trance. You can trance. Everybody's taking a chance. Is it safe to trance? Is it safe to trance? A few years ago, a couple of friends of mine went on a training course where they learned how to hypnotise, and when they came back, they said to me, "You should go on that course. You really should go." And I don't know why, but I found myself booking a place on the course. I was pretty curious about hypnosis, and I thought maybe I could teach I make my friends act like a chicken. I thought that'd be a really useful skill to learn. The course was in central London, and it was being run by some real heavyweights in hypnosis. They are Paul McKenna, some of you might have heard of him, his partner Michael Breen, and a man called Richard Bandler, who's probably the best hypnotist in the world alive today. There was 400 people on this course. It was 7 days long and 12 hours a day, so pretty intense experience. And we got stuck into it right away. The first thing we learned was the handshake interrupt technique. And the theory goes that if you interrupt a handshake partway through, you can send someone into a state of confusion. And in that moment, as long as it's reasonable, you can tell them to do pretty much anything you like. And so you stop partway through that first handshake, that first shake, bring their hand up to their face and say, "Look into the palm of your hand. Notice the changing focus of your eyes. Take a deep breath and begin to relax." And if you ask them to do that, they probably will. So we practiced this all day, and by the end of the day, I was really good at it. I was a hypnotist. I could put people into a trance, and I was very, very excited about it. Almost exactly like me. Now, by the end of the day, though, I did have this one niggly-naggly doubt in the back of my mind. You see, everybody who'd been on the only people I hypnotised were on the course. And so I wondered if I could hypnotise anyone. I wondered, can I do just anybody? Well, a few of us got together and we all went out for a drink and we all went for a meal that night and we decided we'd try and practice. And so I was asking everybody if I could practice my hypnotism with them. And the response I got from everybody was, no, I don't want to look like a chicken. That's not me. And by the end of the night, having asked everybody, people were crossing the street and avoiding me everywhere. So I didn't get back to the hotel that night till about midnight. And I have to say, I was pretty despondent and pretty upset about this. And I went up to the night porter and I said, can I have my key, please? And have you ever been hypnotised? And he said, "Oh, I don't believe in all that nonsense." I said, but could I try? And he goes, "If you like, then." Let me shake you by the hand, I said. "Now, look into the palm of your hand, notice the changing focus of your eyes, take a deep breath and begin to relax." And he did, and I thought, hey, I'm quite good. And then I said, "Now, you might want to close those eyes and sit down," and he did, and I thought, I'm quite good. And then I said, "Now, imagine the one place in the world you'd most like to be." And he said, yes, "I'm on a tropical island. This is fantastic." And I thought, hey, I am really good at this. I am really good. And then he leant down and he took his shoes and socks off and rolled his trousers up. I thought, hey, I am really good at this. And then he got up and he started walking out towards the front door of the hotel. Now, although it was the middle of the night, this was central London. And he stepped right outside. I said, "Where are you going?" He said, "I'm going for a paddle." So I thought, "Oh, okay." And I followed him out. And he stepped right out into the road. And he just got missed by a black cab. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I started thinking, what am I going to do? Because we hadn't covered waking people up yet. So I started clicking my fingers and shouting, and he started jumping up and down. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm jumping the waves." A motorbike just swerved past him then, and then a big red bus just stopped in time as he made his way back into the hotel. And I followed him in, by this time kind of panicking a little bit and shouting, wake up," at the top of my voice, which apparently is not the best way to get somebody out of a hypnotic trance. So, at that point, he sat down again, turned to me and opened his eyes all of a sudden, and he said to me, "You know, we get people on that course through here every 2 weeks. I've been dying to wind one of you up." So there is one thing I learnt, and I'd like to share that with you today, ladies and gentlemen. Well, first thing I want you to do is point to the sky. Everyone, point to the sky. There we go. Now, I need a volunteer. Who's got the hand up? Yeah, well done. So that's all of you. Well done. Very quickly, I'd like you to do this. I'd like you to put one foot in front of the other. Go on. Bend your knees slightly. That's good. Chin up in the air. That's right. Hands in a fist. Fists under your armpits. That's how to make somebody look like a chicken, ladies and gentlemen. But it's nothing to do with hypnosis. Or is it?